everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be covering all of the 2026 Spirit Halloween animatronic lineup. First, we're going to start off with the returning one. So far, the only confirmed returning one is Dead Humor. Nobody expected this guy to return. I love the jump scare on this guy, and I can admit, this is one I have to pick up this year. Because you never know if he's ever going to return after this, or if he's going to be in stock for long. To be honest, I do agree with some haunters saying that Hugs should come back. But Dead Humor, on the other hand, is a great jump scare. You don't expect him to lie down and then pop up at you. I would have to say that's a great decision by Spirit. The next one is the Doomsday. I don't know if it's a true name. I only saw the Doomsday. But I love the concept of this animatronic. And I can't wait to see what the animation is. From the links, it only looks like that they take away their mask. And their face is, like, mutated. I love the concept. And I hope they put more props out like this that are, like, mutated. On the topic of mutation, last year they did release Mutant Surarat. And this year they released, like, a mutant bug. I just have to say, Spirit's cooking with all the, like, mutant, like, bugs and animals. I definitely think next year they should do a science lab and just make it all mutants. Because all these concepts look so good. And I don't know how to say this, but the pumpkin-headed props look so good this year. Between the small one that looks like a trick-or-treater, which is probably going to be like the same size as a Sadistic Sadie and a budget prop, and the Pumpkin Punisher, those two props just look so good from the photos. I can't wait to see what Spirit does with them. Like what the animation's going to be, what the lines are. Hopefully it isn't going to be as hyped up as Two-Faced Teddy. Like as soon as we got the name, we thought it was going to be this, like, Two-Faced teddy bear, and it's going to be amazing. Hopefully, Spirit isn't leading down that path to, like, hype up the animatronics with the photos, and then they come out not being what we expect. But from Pumpkin Punisher's photo, I can expect him to have, like, an axe swinging motion or lunging motion at you, which I think would be a good animation for him. And the tiny pumpkin trick-or-treater one, I think it might have, like, a knife motion on, like, the Jemmy 2019 Michael Myers stabbing motion. But in total, I think we have actually 3 Fallen-themed. We have Harmonica Mike, which is that little scarecrow that's going to be on the post balancing playing the harmonica. I think it might be like those skeletons from Lowe's a couple years back that had the harmonica, but I'm not really sure. You can't expect anything off of a photo. The next animatronic is, I'm going to start moving on to the clowns, but it's Crackles. I love the animatronic, because from the links, it looks like its head is going to split open, and then like a fleshy, like, skeleton face under will say the lines, and I definitely think it could work as a jump scare, because people won't expect it. But on the topic of jump scares, the Night Terror reskin that's a clown looks amazing. I definitely think that that's another one I might have to pick up. Because I love the original one, but sadly it's sold out before I could get it. So hopefully I could get the clown version this year. I'm going to start going on to the license prop, because so far only 3 got confirmed. First of all, you gotta stop making Ghostface props, Spirit. You are never gonna top the 2011 one. Everything about that animatronic with the phone activation, it was just amazing. And same with Pennywise. You already made a good one in 2017. We don't need another one. Also, the first ever animatronic of a Xenomorph will be retelling at Spirit. I know there has been professional props in the past, but never like what am I trying to say? Like a store, like, front animatronic to be released for a Xenomorph. I can already tell it's gonna be like the Art the Clown animatronic. It's gonna sell out in, like, the first week it comes out. Hopefully it isn't, like, crazy expensive, Hopefully it's like near the $300 price range. Because if it's crazy expensive, it's just going to sit on the website for like 5 years. Moving on to the next one, we are getting a lot of unique props this year. First, we're getting a unique zombie one, which I don't think any other zombie prop has done this, with the mouth can fall off and then retract back up. Another prop that shocked me is we're getting a witch animatronic this year. I love the concept of it so far. I love how it's leaning on its shaft, and it looks like it can lunge at you. The next animatronic is the Bog Monster. I definitely say this would fit your theme if you're doing like a fishing theme or like a swamp theme. So far, it looks like it has the same animation as the jumping spider, but it has a moving mouth from the Lynx. I would have to say, if they would have made it like a standing prop and made it like a little bit bigger, it would have looked better. But from what it looks like it's going to be like a small jumping spider reskin. We are finally down to our last two. One we have a demo for, actually. The second one we do not know anything about. The second one is the raccoon jump scare. I'm not even going to say anything about it, even though that we are getting 3 other ones this year. But the next one is the creepy crawler reskin. So Spirit actually put out an official demo today, and it can crawl up to 40 feet with a remote. We have seen props like this from Spirit before, like the roaming spider. I think they did do a crawling zombie remote controlled prop from like in like the early 2000s, but I'm not really sure. But I do love the concept, but they could have done the audio better. I don't really like the audio at all. It sounds like absolute garbage. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. I do have to say, hopefully Spirit does put out more demos and comments on, like, what the mystery photo is, and hopefully the Jason animatronic isn't canceled. But we won't know for a while, so stay tuned.